everyone, Melly Mel here from Sincerely Creative Mom. Y'all, today we're going to make a Valentine tulip wreath. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give this wreath a bed of this white filler stuff. Melted yet? We're just going to come in here and we're going to add a layer. All the way around. On the inside, on the outside. It's going to look really funny for a while, and you're going to think I'm nuts. But I promise, the end result is very pretty. I wish these were all melted. So I go around in circles just because it's easier. Just what I like to do. It's easiest for me. Gives it nice balance. I'm just looking for any spot to push these in. I'm going to do some through the center. I'm going to go as fast as I can. I tried to make sure they were all cut to a pretty fair length so I didn't have to cut extra while we were creating. Help you here. So, okay, we're going on the outside now, and I'm just going around looking for the next spot, the next spot, the next spot. Y'all, nature is just, all over the place. So we're hanging off the end here. We're going to make sure at the very end that we don't have anything really kind of sticking out wonky. And if we do, that's where we're going to put our bow. We're going to make a single ribbon bow by hand. Super easy. Now this would be a pretty wreath just by itself if you have enough on here. So again, I'm just trying to cover inside, outside, and the center. I want to point out, I'm not putting a huge amount of glue on my stems here because I need to remind myself that there needs to be enough room for all these stems that we're going to be putting in. So we're going to be putting in all these flowers, and so I want to make sure that there's enough space in this grapevine for all the things we're going to put in. So I'm not going too crazy. We're going to start with the red. Now remember, if we have a space in the end that looks like this, that's where our bow is going to go. Okay, that's where our bow is going to go. She's going to cover it. But we're going to start with the red. Again, we have 3 stems cut up here. I do have more if I need more, but we're going to hope to stick to 3. 3 of each is a good mix. I'm going to go on the top. I'm going to go on the bottom. I'm going to go in the center. I'm going to put all of the, well, I'm not going to put all of the red in, almost all of the red. I like to keep some for the end in case. in case you're looking at it going, it really needs some red over here. All right, so it's gonna look funny for a while, I know. I'd love to know if you've made a tulip wreath. If you've made a tulip wreath like this, or if you've used the foam bases, which I normally do. This year I'm just doing something a little different. Again, inside, outside, and don't forget the center. And I'm trying to make sure that when I put this into the grapevine, it's going like this, not down into the grapevine's flat. I'm trying to sift it in through so it kind of goes along with the vines so that they're not coming out on the other end. I'm just putting them in on there on an angle. Now, once they're all in and placed, it's definitely easier at that point to maneuver them because then they're glued in. And then since they're wired, you can move them. Like if you need one sticking out more, you can make it sticking out more. If you need to push it in, you can push it in. What you're thinking probably right now is this girl has no idea what she's doing, because this does look like a total disaster. But I promise it will be so pretty and full. It's gonna be pretty and full. Let's say that. Pretty and full. Okay, I kind of like this mix here. Just because I have all of them cut up doesn't mean I have to use them. And it's always nice, again, to go through in the end and have some in case you need to put some in. Maybe one right over here. Real thin on that glue. And then I'm gonna go to pink. I'm gonna save white for last just because I already have white in there. And so it's hard to place your white florals and balance them when you already have a bed of white to start with, okay? So, same thing. I'm gonna take these pinks and sprinkle them all over the place. Now, since I have a lot of the red in, I can be a little more close with where I'm putting them in the pink. So in the first round, I really kind of kept turning, because I was getting a good feel for the space and how much we had, how many pieces we had to use. And so now I know that I have the same amount of pink as I do red. So now I know how much I can put in as I go around. Okay, last layer. So now see how now it's easier to put in the white, right? I put in the red because sometimes the heavier color is easier for me to put in first. It's not for everyone, I don't think, but for me it's the heaviest because that's the thing your eye is gonna immediately go to when you're looking through the pictures, or when you're looking through the camera at the picture, when you're looking at the finished product picture. That's the first thing your eye is going to go to. So for me, I like to know exactly where that placement goes first so that I can get that out of the way and then get into the rest of the colors and the design. And then I'm not worried about really having room to get that red super balanced. Set that one aside only because it only has 2 on there, and I'm just looking to fill this as much as we can. I'm going to put this a little shorter. Remember, in the end, if there's one wonky spot, we're going to do our best to use our bow to cover that. Super cute. So I'm a stand up, sit down kind of crafter. Right now I'm standing just because I feel like it gives me a better view of where just everything is exactly going. I'm running into some glue blocks here. It's okay. With all those stems, that's bound to happen for sure. Oops. It happens. So I know I started off and it looked not so pretty, y'all, but this is super, super cute. Sometimes these the actual petal part comes down. I just move those back up. I'll take one of these pinks. Pink right in here. And another one. Put one of these right in here. I'm going to take actually one of these, take this off, I'm going to stick this under here. Because from here I can kind of see some mechanics under there and I don't want to see the same thing. Super cute. And then one more under here. Since now it kind of looks unbalanced. There we go. Okay. Absolutely gorgeous. Totally and absolutely love it. And we're going to make a hand bow, a single ribbon hand bow. So we're going to start with a loop. So what I mean by that is when I pull the tails down, I want to see those hearts both going my way, right? I don't want one to be upside down. So because of that, I'm going to start with a little loop. Which is about just under 4 inches. Come back with another loop, just a little bit bigger than that. And I'm just going to make, let's see, I'm going to make one loop of this size, and then I'm going to make 3 loops just a little bit bigger. So twist, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop, pinch, twist, loop. So this is where you're coming down with your first tail, pinch, twist, cut. I'm going to hold on to this with a red pipe cleaner, making sure that center stays really tight, and stack that ribbon one on top of the other. I'm going to hold on to it, push nice and tight just for a second, because I want to put another tail on. I'm going to squish that at the top here. Take my pipe cleaner off, and add that again to the bottom. So I put this tail on this side and the other tail is on the other side, just because it's going to be a little bit easier. Pull this down. Crisscross, twist, 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 twist. I'm going to cut these bottoms So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pipe cleaners and I'm going to kind of move the flowers out of the way. I'm going to put them right, I'm going to do my best to put them right through that grapevine. This part could take a second. Oh, that one went right through. That was lucky. Lucky ducky. Okay, I got it all the way through. Now I'm just twisting it back underneath there. And then I twisted it. Now I'm going to put it back into the wreath so that that sharp edge stays, like, you know, inside the wreath, so it's not outside poking things. Right? I don't want it poking my doors. Right? Super, super cute. And then I just put a nice big spin on these so it curls nice. And I mean, you don't have to have them long. You can totally cut them. I really like them long, and I really like them curled like this. That's just kind of my thing. I love it like that. Very sweetheart-ish. Very sweet. We are all done. That's all we have. That's it. That's it. That's it. Now this ends up being about 20 inches wide, probably about 6 inches deep. It's lovely. It's super cute. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you back here. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy red, white, and pink day.